Shall I do 2 minutes? Yes?
Yeah, you do 2
Okay,
minutes.
I'll do 2 minutes. Okay, the jury is back in town, so the excitement grows here. If everyone up there, up the stairs, can find a seat, because we're entering the climax of this day. These are the action plan people. Yeah, they're going to do a presentation. Is the group of 12, the magic group of 12, that made the action plan complete after all the input we've given them, are they ready for their presentation? And if so, who's going to do it? All 12 of you? There's my co-host, .com. Okay, please sit down, close your eyes, say hello to your neighbor, do something to concentrate. We need your attention now, because I think we're almost there for the last presentation of the action plan before we go to the announcement of who won the presentation of the 6 groups. Who can I ask to present this all? I can ask you. Then I want to know your name.
I am Sjoerd Wiersma.
This is the one and only Sjoerd Wiersma. Give him a big hand.
Thank you very much. Let's say something about myself first. I am a visitor, and I was selected among 6 visitors to be a volunteer for the co-creation session. We created it with 6 participants, so it turned out to be a great mix. First, I want to thank you very much for your contribution, because the trees were full. On every quadrant, I, we, it, all, we shouted it this afternoon. But I can tell you what we did just in an hour, just now. We grouped the different post-its into several teams in every sector. So on the I level, for example, it was about products. So we grouped it around products, and of course, when you see myself, I buy something, it's not always sustainable. So I can choose to not buy those sustainable products. Easy. We talked about philosophers. They need a stage. They can tell or preach their story. And if they get this stage, maybe all people around the world will follow faster than right now. Another thing was behavior, and the ritual economy group also presented this very well earlier. We needed to select 2 actions of all these ideas. So not every action we will present today. So we selected 2, and one was not from the I group. The we group had also great ideas. They said dialogue was very important. Sharing of things, knowledge, and everything. And there's also silence, which is supposed to be very important in this. I'm sorry. we had a very short amount of time to prepare it, so. Silence is important, and it will be shown in a while, so I will not say anything about that. That's an easy escape, right? On the all level, global awareness is very important. And one idea was to organize an event to make this global awareness. A suggestion was a New Year's Eve to plan such a night. But everybody has to be involved on the highest level, on the lowest level. And to make that globally, a global successful event. The IT level, there were 2 different teams. The educational system is very important to create awareness, but the idea was that it has very indirect results, and we want to change the system right now. As Paul Gilding proved this morning, it's very urgent, our situation. So we came on the topic of ownership of personal ownership of common pool resources. So I think the last one I mentioned, the ownership of the personal ownership of Common Pool Resources, has prepared their presentation. Hopefully, he's a little bit better than me. But welcome then to the stage.
Thank you. I would like to start with a small anecdote. I think when I was 16 or 17 years old, my mother came to me and she said, there's an idea, there's an experiment in the neighborhood, and I think you should participate. So I asked, what is it about? She said, you can do a suggestion for your neighborhood, what you want to improve. So I'm a soccer player from the very beginning. So I like to play soccer, and there was no football field in my neighborhood. So I took initiative with a couple of friends, and we started a campaign in the neighborhood to gain some votes. And a few months later, we had 40,000 euros to invest in our neighborhood. And we realized a football field, a table tennis table, and a small house with a pool table where we could spend our leisure time, also with a dartboard. And we were very, very proud of that. And that also created a certain responsibility. So we were very proud of it. So we also were involved in the maintenance to keep it intact. And that's just a short introduction about the idea that came out of the action plan.
Okay, so it's all about concrete actions. We named this responsibility for the common. And what we decided to do is we decided to just come up with an actual plan. So we have where, what, and why. Where, it's going to be in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is divided already into stadsdelen, so like bigger parts. So you have the Oud-Zuid, the Central, etc., etc. And then it's further divided in smaller neighborhoods, and that's what we're going to be working with. So we selected an example, the Helmersbuurt, so it's in the Oud-West, which is 4 to 5 streets. And what are we going to do? So the people living on these 4 to 5 streets are going to work together to create better, nicer, and safer environment in this little neighborhood. They will clean the streets, the canals, make sure that the street lights are eco-friendly, etc., etc. Make sure that there's trees, so it looks pretty. And the effect is that they will build a neighborhood which is sustainable and will add to their own quality of life. That's how we connect people into a community while they're diverse, which is one of the points in the action plan, diversity. So you can share to have a general idea about how you want to do it with your neighborhood. And then we're like, but why? Why should people want to do this? Because we pay taxes so that the government takes care of this. So why should people do it? So there we go, motivation for the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods can file for a tax money return if they execute so they can use the money from their taxes that they've already paid to execute their plan. So and they would request it from the stadsdeel, so that would be the Oud-West in that case. So, and the good thing is, except that you are using a money that you're already paying for this purpose, you know where your money goes, and for a lot of people that's very important. So they know where their money goes, and why should the state do it? Well, first of all, it takes some work off their hands because they cannot make everybody happy. So if a neighborhood is happy, I guess there's going to be either more voters or they're just not going to have bad comments. And they share the responsibility. So then we come back to the mutualism. So different actors have the same mutual interest, and that is add to the quality of life and prosperity.
We'd like to introduce the silence movement. I met my group was with the all team, and we picked silence. And we thought, well, with this very inspiring day, but sharing a lot of ideas, concept, thoughts, whatsoever, it's pretty busy up there, in the head, I mean. And we thought, let's do something with silence, and maybe we can end with silence. And, well, the thing with silence is that you can think of concrete actions, but we'd like to introduce it more as a movement, to start with yourself, obviously. And, well, you can use, of course, social media like Twitter and Facebook and your phone and ping and whatsoever to let the world know that you are in silence and that you can share that silence. But we also feel that it's very important to start a business meeting, school day. Well, actually, every opportunity when you're not only on yourself but with other people in silence, and to be thankful and grateful for a moment, maybe reconnect with yourself and with the other. And we feel that when you are actually being from that point of being yourself or whatsoever, that you will create different kind of connection with each other, and also the ideas, the concepts, and, well, where you are speaking from is different. And it's more like connected with the heart and not only with the head. So we have a slogan. It says, "Clear your mind, feel your feet," to actually, well, reconnect with the earth and with each other. And we also believe that it will unfold itself, like all around, for instance, now Amsterdam, and, well, obviously around our own lives, will unfold a silent process where you can be silent, be in silence, and then see what happens. And we also like to ask you a question on the end of this day: what will or what can you do to bring in some silence in your own environment? So not only for yourself when you lie in your bed in the end of the day, but during the day, in contact with others, what can you do and what will you do? And we only need small steps. That's the thing with the movement. And, well, if the idea is good and when it comes from the heart, it will unfold itself, and probably you will be surprised by the results, maybe. Okay. Thank you. One more thing, you remind me because of the clapping. I've been to a concert once, and the organization of that concert asked us before it started that, you know, if you really like this music, if you really feel that you're connected, please don't clap in the end because it will cut the energy. So, for instance, what you can do, when you're really happy and you like to show, you can make another kind of move with your hands, but without the noise. And because we are talking, well, obviously I'm not silent at the moment, but we are talking about silence, so it would be nice to create different rituals to share your appreciation. Thanks.
All right, just one short ending. Thanks again a lot for your input also on this day. And the action plan has been busy already for weeks, and with the big themes, cyclicity, diversity, and mutualism. And it was good to hear from Klaas van Egmond that he also appreciates those themes. But to end, I would like to motivate the audience because there were 6 groups presenting their vision today. And if you want to make a contribution, come after in the how do you say that, the borrel. Come to those groups and take initiative to participate in those visions. If you want to, for example, be involved in education or rituals or whatever, come to us and see how you can contribute and co-create to a new economic reality. Thank you.
stay here for 2 seconds. First of all, thank you very much. I think this was a sensation in silence. There's actually a friend of mine who's doing silence concerts, Tijn Tauber. I don't know if you know him. You should go there with this group. You're all invited. That's really, really fun. But I want to invite Maartje ten Brummelaar on stage. She's from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we're going to do a symbolic thing. So, Ministry of Foreign Affairs is one of the big sponsors of this day, so we're very thankful you did this and that you're here. And we're going to hand over the action plan. Yes. Picture moment. Where did anyone take a picture of that? No? Where's the photographer? Ah. Oh, yes. There we go. Shall I do my wethouder hacking imitation? No? There you go. Okay. Maartje, no clapping. Just one short question, because you've been here all day. What's your impression?
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to today. I thought it was very inspiring to see all of you really thinking, keep it close to yourselves, to think, what can I do to change? And I think that's something very important. Jeremy asked the question, what do you think will change faster, the system or yourself? So it was very interesting to see today, and I really liked it, the ambition, the creativity, the activism, and most of all, I thought it was great to hear that all of you want to continue with your plans, even though it doesn't matter if you'll win the prize or not. So thank you, and although I will take this back to the ministry on Monday, I really hope you'll continue with the action plans, and who knows, we'll meet again. So thank you very much. Yeah.
And thank you, Maartje. Now, no one dares to clap anymore. Okay, get off the podium and give them a big hand. Yeah. Thanks very much.